Hi guys, non-mind welcome back to Budget with Ira. So in today's video, we are doing February's budget. It might seem a bit early for us to be talking about February. I mean, we've only just got over the new year, but to give it a bit of context, I'm filming this in December. So besties, she is prepared. If you are new here, when I do a new budget, it kind of is a bit of a long video and I'm going to try and trim this down as much as I can. First part, I show you all of the new listings that are on my Etsy store, and they are on my Etsy store right now, bestie. We're doing cash envelopes, we're doing budget booklets, and we're doing stickers. After that, we're going to be moving into my February budget. So February budget is always prospective. It is always kind of middle case scenario, but I'm kind of taking a bit of a risk this month and I feel nervous about it, but let's just see what happens. I mean, all I can do is just adjust it. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that and let's go ahead and take a look at this stunning February stuff, besties. Okay, so shall we go ahead and have a look at some new products on my Etsy store? So if this is your first one, what I do is I show you first the cash envelopes that we have on offer, then we move into the budget booklets, then we move into the stickers, and then after that we'll take a break and we'll move into the budget. So this bit, if you want to skip, we can move over to the budget later on. Let's go ahead and take a look at these stunning envelopes. So first off, we have option A. This is just beautiful. It's absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. We have distressed silver glitter, we've got glitter hearts, we've got sprays of red, we've got just so much going on, and I am literally in love with this. This is a mini envelope and it's a beaut, bestie. This is what it looks like as a midi, and obviously we zoom in a little bit when we go into the other sizes just because it adds a bit more interest. I like to really zoom out on the minis, but yeah, look at that, you get a lot more detail of the glitter and everything that's going on. This one is an A6 Luxe, and this is the petrol envelope that I will be using, and it's a bop, bestie. You can't go wrong. This is what it looks like as an A6 laminated, and obviously all of the envelopes, they just still have the design on the back, and just look how complex and lovely that looks. I really like it. Obviously, if you have a laminated version, all of the strips are going to be pink, but if you wanted a different color, you could request it. I wouldn't say no to that. This is what it looks like in luxury, uninterrupted by the strip, and you know what? You can't go wrong with this one either. I like this one. And this is what it looks like as a zipper. It doesn't get muted. I love it. For option B, this is the mini, and obviously it is a bit more, it's still the same sort of theme, but we are gone a lot lighter. So you can see there's like alcohol ink in the background, we've got swirls, we've still got the kisses and the lipstick and stuff like that, and it's nice. It's a lot softer. This is the midi when we're zoomed in, and we've kind of gone into this area. Just lovely. You can really see this silver glitter pop there. This is the A7 laminated. So nice. This is the A6 laminated. That's what the pattern looks like, really blown up and big. It's good, isn't it? You can't lie. And then here's the luxury. It's good, right? And then here's the zipper. And then we have option C, which is a bit more rose goldy. There's lighter elements to it and it's a bit clearer. There's less mess going on, if that makes sense. Like, it's clearer, so you've got a bit more clarity, and we still got those lovely love hearts in the corner. So this is what the mini in C looks like. Here it is as a midi. Here it is as an A7. Here's the A6 laminated, and just look at that lot of rose gold glitter. I love it. It's so nice, bestie. And here it is uninterrupted. It's just got the vinyl letter because it's the luxury version. And here's the zipper. Now for option D, it is a bit more cloud-like, and you won't necessarily see that until we see the next size, but this is the full print as it is in the mini. So just see what I mean by cloud-like. This is the midi, and we've just got like lots and stuff going on. We've got that rose gold to silver glitter spray on there. This is a banger, bestie. This is an A7 Luxe, and look, just look at it. It's just really nice. This is the A6. That's what the pattern looks by itself. That's the A6 luxury there. And then we have the zipper. With option E, there is the introduction of this sort of tinsel in the corner. We've moved around some of the elements. It's a bit more wavy. I really like this one. This is the mini. This one is the midi, and we close in on this sort of tinsely area. I like this one. This is the A7 lamb. The A6 laminated. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? The A6 luxury. And the zipper. And finally we have option E, which is again much more pink, and we've got the reintroduction of that swell there. Lots of pinks that kind of go on a purple sort of tinge, but this is what the mini looks like. The midi. The lovely A7 lamb. The A6 laminated. No, I think this is my favourite one, I really do. I wish I needed a flowers envelope, honestly. Then we've got the A6 luxury, and then we've got the zipper. So to remind you, here are your options for cash envelopes. Option A, option B, option C, option D, option E, and option F. I know there's a lot of different ways to buy from my Etsy store. Some people like envelopes to look exactly the same, and if you're one of those people and you like pink and stuff like that, this whole collection is really going to suit you because the envelopes are relatively similar to each other. But if you're one of those people who like to sort of have a theme going through their binder, but they don't want every envelope to be the same, I've kind of got you. So if you go to my Etsy store right now, you'll see for the cash envelope options, you've got your styles A to F, but then you've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the bottom. And these are complimentary envelopes that I have picked out for you that I hope you like. So let me just show you what I've got for you. So this is option 1. It is literally just a silver glitter that we have. We've always had this on the shop, but you can order this through this one, and it just makes it easier than finding the glitter number. It's just option 1. Option 2 is the pink glitter, and bestie, you cannot go wrong with this. You really can't. And option 3 is the red glitter. Option 4 is this. Now you may recognize this. This is normally blue, and I think it's called Alcohol 5 or 4, but I've tinted it red, and it's a bit of a winner, isn't it? So you can get this one just for this month. So you can get the what is normally blue in red, just because it goes really nicely with the whole story. Then we have this one. I think this is, oh, what's this called? This one just goes with the whole color story nicely. And this one is Ombre 1, obviously, we all know this one, but I just thought it goes with it really, really well. So if you wanted to get like a couple of different ones, you could just use option 6 for this one. This is the first time I've done that and sort of offered a color story with other envelopes so you can like pick and match. So I don't know how well this is gonna go, but if it works really well, we'll do it again. Okay, we are done with blinking cash envelopes. Let's move over to the budget booklets. So as you know, I love budget booklets, and I have been in love with them ever since I first brought them out. I think it was April last year. Absolutely adore them, and they fundamentally change how I budget and how my shop works, really. But for the first time ever, we are making a change to how we do budget booklets. Ever since June last year, we've been doing a weekly booklet and a monthly booklet. But last month we released the budget planner. The budget planner has been so popular that my sales for the budget booklets have been, it's almost not worth having them, if that makes sense. But I know so many people still rely on them so much. So rather than printing the volume that I currently do, I have had to reduce the volume that I print. Now, I can't offer both the weekly book and the monthly book in small quantities because it will just cost so much more. I've still ordered a lot, but I have changed how the booklet works. Now, let me show you rather than tell you. So we have gone for one booklet. So rather than two, we have got the February booklet. Now I've put February back on because it's not a weekly booklet and it's not a monthly booklet. If February is turning people off, I might change it, but I feel like they're not really sold as much anymore. But let's just talk about how stunning this looks first before we get in and open it. It is a beaut. Okay, so let's move in and we go straight into the calendar. Now the calendar uses just a gorgeous print, and obviously we have free stickers, and I remember to get the correct month on them. So we've got our no spends, our payday flags, we've got stunning, just beautiful expense trackers as well. It's a beaut, it's gonna work for everybody. Nothing about the calendar has changed. Then we move into a paycheck bill tracker, and this is a gorgeous, soft, subtle pink one. And then we have another paycheck bill tracker. So if you notice, we have got 5 paycheck bill trackers. Now you might start to think, oh, this is the weekly booklet. It's not the weekly booklet because we have our check-in, and then we have a couple of the pages that everybody knows and loves from the monthly booklet. So this is now a 20-page booklet rather than a 16. And the price has not changed. Okay, the price has not changed. It's still the same price, besties. Yeah. So after the check-in, which is that veiny, stunning red one, and it was originally blue, we've moved it into a red one. It's just beautiful. Then we have meal plan in red glitter, silver glitter, and pink glitter, and then we have a tracker for you to track whatever you want. So I know that these pages were really important to people from the monthly booklets, and I know that if you're a weekly budgeter, you need 5 paycheck bill trackers. So potentially if you're a monthly budgeter, you wouldn't be using 4 pages, but you've still got all of the pages that you have always used. Yeah, so it's a winner for everybody. So you might not use every page in this booklet, but I've made the booklet bigger to accommodate as many people as I can, and I've not passed the extra cost on to you whatsoever. So it's still the same price, bestie, and you still get free stickers. That will never change. So really, really quickly, we've got the 5 paycheck bill trackers, and all of them are beauts. You literally cannot go wrong with them. They are all absolute stunners. We have this I love this check-in. I really love this check-in, and I'm a bit jealous that I'm not using it, but there we are. And we have the meal plan for the people who love that, and then we've got the tracker in this stunning pink, which is from July last year. And then obviously we have to collaborate with our #1 fan, the #1 bestie, Jake. So let's take a look at what Jake has designed for us this month. Look at this. So Jake has called this Be Mine, and it is color the segments to save, and there are 10 segments. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So color those in to save. Now each segment could be a different amount to different people, but of course he's done this, of course he has. So this is right on theme for both him and this book, because the design is pink and flowery and like hearts and kisses and stuff like that, but it's also a bit gross. It is also anti-Valentine's. So here is his offering. I hope you like it, bestie. Okay, so finally, let's just quickly show you what the sticker packs look like. So obviously we are moving into the planner and we have sticker packs. So the sticker packs haven't changed much from last month, except for one change, and I'll tell you about that, just for cost reasons and also like practicality reasons. So we have still got the weekly and the monthly set. So here they are, bestie. So this is the monthly and this is the weekly. So let's go ahead and look at the monthly one first. So this is what you get for £12, I believe. So obviously they all come with a freebie. This is going to be an every month thing. So we've got the expense tracker stickers, and these are different to the expense tracker stickers from the other book in terms of they are a bit slimmer. But other than that, no changes have happened. We've got the washi sets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is my personal favorite. If you just look at it, look at that. I love that we do stickers now. This is what the check-in looks like. So obviously you've got your washes, you go up to week 5, you've got your totals. We've got, instead of the butterflies from last month, we've got some little hearts you could stick anywhere, and we've got the deco strip for check-in. This is what the calendar looks like. How nice is this? How nice is this? Obviously, we've got all the same stickers, so the format of this page hasn't changed. I tried to include more payday stickers as a couple of people requested it, but I just cannot include them. So I'm going to start selling like sheets of payday stickers just for people who wants that, just like I already sell sheets of no spend stickers and things like that. Then we have the paycheck bill tracker. So this has got everything the same as last month. So it all seems to work really, really well. What I am going to try and do is sell some more blank ones, but they might have to be separate because this is basically all that fits on. And then we have exactly the same scripts as last month as well, except instead of being in purple, they are now in pink, and these strips at the top seem to have been a bit of a hit. Now, the change from the weekly kit is the weekly kit will no longer have these, just because it's not practical to have that many sticker sheets in there. So this one is being removed, but you can buy them separate, bestie. So let me show you the weekly kit. So this one is thicker, this one is a little bit more money, but if you are a patron, they are both free from Budget Bestie onwards. So obviously you get your freebies, you get your expense trackers, and then you get your one washi set, and we've gone for my favorite one, which is this one here. So absolute beaut. We have your check-in sheet, and then we have your calendar sheet, and obviously I remember to do February on that as well. I just love it, I love it. And then the next thing you have is 5 paycheck bill trackers. Then the next thing you have is 5 paycheck bill trackers. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Now this one is a bit more fun, I'm not gonna lie. So like it is a bit more like, I really like having all of these paycheck bill trackers. I just don't need them, so it is a waste to me. But yeah, this is the weekly kit. So the only difference between the weekly kit from last month and this month is that you don't get the script stickers, but that's fine because you can buy them extra if you want to. It just wasn't economical, and if you were doing all 5 paycheck bill trackers, you wouldn't need them anyway, bestie. Okay, so I've shown you everything now. My next step is to set up February's budget. So let's go ahead and get cracking with that, bestie. Okay, we are here with my budget planner, and I'm still sort of in January as I'm filming this. But what I want to do is I want to skip ahead to, where is it? Here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little monthly pack, which I am so in love with, and I'm going to literally set out my calendar, and then I'll set out the budget page. So I'll set up the calendar, then I'll do the budget page, and then we'll meet up again afterwards to do the budget. here we are. This is what the calendar looks like. I am just so in love. So here we've got the little February little tab, like it just looks really good. This February 2023, for some reason it is joint. So if you just want it on one, it will fit nicely, but I like to split it up and have it over. I love it. I love how you can block out the squares. So we're just looking at the 28 days. Obviously I've only got 2 payday flags. I'm gonna get another packet and add more payday flags, but I'm probably gonna release just some paydays as they are. Absolutely beyond happy with how this looks, but this is kind of done. We're not gonna really do anything to this today. Then we have the paycheck bill tracker. I did do the lines and I did them with this friction pen, a nice red one. I think it just makes it nicer, just keeps it all in the theme. Like, I really like it. I started the envelope page, but because I don't know what my final income is going to be, I'm not going to continue it. And then I went over and I did my check-in. I gave myself 6 spaces. I know I only need 5, but I just like how 6 looks because it's a bit more even across the page. But obviously, if you've got more things to check in each week, obviously you can go over a couple of pages. Then I use the notes bit from the script page, and then I use a couple of hearts. So yeah, it's all looking really good. So I think what we need to go ahead and do now is really get down to the budget. So let's get going, besties. So as we go in, let's start by saying that this budget is for February. Obviously all the stickers you can write on top of, so they're absolutely fine. Give it a sec to dry, especially if it's a gel pen like what I'm using, and then there will be smear proof. And the paper for this is 160 GSM, lovely and thick, so you won't need to worry about it bleeding through unless you're using a permanent pen, which I do not advise. Okay, so looking at income, obviously we've got Jake, which I'll put in here. I need to get a better angle so you can actually see. Hold on. So we've got Jake, we've got Etsy, YouTube, and TikTok, which I'll just lump into one. And then we've got Patreon, which I always take a salary from. And then we've got emergency. So for Jake, here's a share of all of the bills. This month is 370.38. What I am hoping to make from Etsy, YouTube, and TikTok, and this is a big gamble. I don't know if it's gonna work out that way, and I've kind of been underdoing it every single time I've done a budget. So I think if I try and do something that's a bit more realistic, but I just don't know what February's gonna look like. I feel like I'm going so far in advance that it's a bit daunting, but I'm going to aim to earn 1,798.29. Might not happen, and if it doesn't, we can adjust very easily, but this is kind of like my best case scenario budget I'm going to do now. Rather than trying to do a worst case scenario, I'm going to try and do a best case scenario and try and be positive about it. Okay, Patreon, I will always draw 200. I really don't think we'll struggle to get £200 from Patreon, and I'm planning to do 0 from emergency fund. I don't want to be taking away from it at all. So the total there should be 2,368.67. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fill in all of my bills. None of these bills will change like at all, so there should be no reason to tell you about it, but if there is a reason, I will tell you. But I'm just going to fill these in now. There we are with all of my bills, all of that stuff. I always like to leave a line just in case something pops up. Obviously it's not budgeted for, so it will have a 0 in there, but if something pops up that I would class as a bill, like maybe I sign up to a new subscription or something like that, I'll pop that in. Okay, so all of that altogether comes up to 1,132.67, which from this number up here should leave me with £1,236 exactly. So let's move over to envelopes. So obviously we've got the 4 categories. So we've got spending, and this is a 4-week month for me because obviously it's 28 days, it should be. Groceries, but it could easily be a 5-week month for some people because it falls over like in the middle of so many weeks. And then we have petrol and household. So none of this changes. So for spending, it's 120, groceries is 280, and this is best case scenario, we can step this down. Petrol is 120 and household is 40, which is £560, and that leaves us with 676. So let's move over to sinking funds. I like to give myself a really big amount, just in case I want to really list a load of stuff, just to give myself the room to be able to save a ton of money. So first off, we always have car maintenance. If I can get a pen to work, car maintenance, which is always £25. We have water, and the water bill should be paid that month as well, which is £25. Then I want to do the 26 envelope challenge, which is the 26 envelope challenge for here. Now I'm hoping to do the first 4 in January, but then I'm hoping to do 5, 6, 7 and 8 in February, and that actually comes up to £26. And then I want to do savings challenges, and I would actually like to do £600. And I don't know if what I'm going to release is going to be released at this point by then. So if you know, you'll know, but if not, I'm going to keep it under my hat. And then obviously I'm going to want to do some 100 envelope challenges, but I might not be able to do that. So at the moment I'm going to put 0. So all of that comes up to £676, which is what we had left, which is 0. I am going to fill in my savings categories. So obviously we have pension, and I'm not going to plan to put anything in, but I will based off of my income. And then emergency would be nice to add into it. So I think, well, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about December, and I put 250 in. So emergency, I'd like to add to it still. Oh, 0 is my budget. And then my LISA, I would like to add, but it's 0 and 0. So my buffer is planning to be 0. And I think, you know, okay, right, let's be honest. Let me move the camera out. So this is not a conservative budget. This is like best case scenario type of budget, and it might not happen for me. So, you know, let's say for instance, I don't earn even close to that. The first thing that goes is savings challenges. We can cut down in groceries. There's so many areas that we can cut down in, but because I'm constantly doing a worst case scenario and then having to really quickly figure out what I want to do with my money, I wanted to do it the other way around this time. Might not work out for me, might work out for me. So yeah, I think this is a reasonable budget. And what I want to tell you, what I love so much about this is, look at those two together. Does that not bring you joy? Imagine that all the way down by the time we get to the end. That's gonna look so good. Okay, right, I am done with this. I need to go because I'm currently filming this at midnight in December. So I need to get going, bestie. Thank you so much for being here. Hi guys, gals and non-bypass, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below about what you think about this February launch. I know that we have gone relatively traditional, but I think it's abstract enough for it to not be all lovey-dovey. So I genuinely hope you like what I've done for you in February, and I can't wait to show you March because, I mean, obviously I'm already planning that, obviously. Thank you so much to everybody who supports me, especially thank you to the patrons who support me, because without you, I can't do this. This video, I wouldn't be able to do. I just don't think it would be what it is today. So even though we are far from where I want to be in the future, it is just wonderful the fact that I'm able to share this with you in the way that I can. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being a Patreon. If you're not currently a patron and you would like to be a patron, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. I truly hope you enjoyed this video, and I truly hope you like what we've got on offer for February. So until then, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And I will see you in the next one, bestie. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.